My beloved child, if you are hearing these words right now, pause for a moment and listen carefully. This message did not come to you by accident. Not because it predicts your future. Not because it holds a secret known only to a few. But because sometimes the exact reminder we need appears at the exact moment we need it. And perhaps today is one of those moments for you. My beloved child, life can become noisy. Responsibilities compete for your attention. Worries try to occupy your thoughts. Disappointments attempt to steal your hope. And in the middle of all that noise, it becomes easy to forget how far you have already come. It becomes easy to overlook your growth. It becomes easy to underestimate your strength. Stay with me, my beloved child, because there is something important I want you to remember. The challenges you have faced have not been meaningless. Every lesson has taught you something. Every obstacle has revealed something about your character. Every difficult season has helped shape the person you are becoming. Even when you could not see it at the time, growth was taking place. My beloved child, there may have been moments when you felt discouraged. Moments when you wondered whether your efforts mattered. Moments when you questioned whether positive change was still possible. But consider this. You are still here. You are still learning. You are still growing. And that means your story is still being written. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this message carries a truth many people need to hear. Do not focus only on what has not happened yet. Look also at what has already happened. Look at the wisdom you have gained. Look at the patience you have developed. Look at the resilience you have built. These gifts matter. And they often become the foundation for future opportunities. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Your journey has value, even when every step is not fully understood. There will be seasons when answers seem delayed. There will be seasons when progress feels slow. There will be seasons when the future appears unclear. But uncertainty does not mean you should stop moving forward. It simply means you should continue taking wise and positive steps one day at a time. Stay with me, my beloved child, because another important reminder is waiting for you. You do not need to compare your journey with anyone else's. You do not need to race against another person's timeline. You do not need to become someone else to have value. Your path is unique. Your lessons are unique. And your growth matters. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. That is enough. My beloved child, perhaps this message found you today because you needed encouragement. Perhaps you needed a reminder that hope still matters. Perhaps you needed a reminder that growth is still possible. Or perhaps you simply needed a moment to pause and recognize how far you have already come. Whatever the reason, carry this truth with you. Your story is not finished. Your opportunities are not finished. Your growth is not finished. And there are still meaningful chapters waiting ahead. As this message continues, a deeper truth is about to be revealed. A truth about purpose. A truth about perseverance. And a truth about why some of the most important reminders in life arrive exactly when they are needed. My beloved child, stay with me, because the next chapter may contain the encouragement your heart has been searching for. My beloved child, as this message continues, I want you to think about something for a moment. How many times have you looked back on your life and realized that a challenge taught you something valuable? How many times did an unexpected setback eventually lead to growth? How many times did a difficult season reveal strengths you never knew you had? Often, the lessons that shape us most are not understood while we are living through them. They become clear only when we look back and see the bigger picture. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this truth may help you understand why this message found you today. You may be standing in a season filled with questions. Questions about your future. Questions about your purpose. Questions about whether your efforts are truly making a difference. And while you may not have every answer right now, that does not mean answers will never come. Some answers require patience. Some require experience. And some reveal themselves only after growth has taken place. My beloved child, remember this. You do not need complete certainty to move forward. Many people wait for perfect clarity before taking action. They wait for every doubt to disappear. They wait for every risk to be removed. They wait for guarantees. But growth rarely works that way. Growth often begins when you choose to move forward despite uncertainty. That choice requires courage. And courage is one of the greatest strengths a person can develop. Stay with me, my beloved child, because there is another lesson waiting for you. Do not underestimate the value of small steps. A single positive decision may seem insignificant. A single lesson may seem ordinary. A single act of kindness may seem small. Yet over time, those small actions create powerful results. Great journeys are built one step at a time. Meaningful growth happens one lesson at a time. A fulfilling life is shaped one day at a time. My beloved child, there may be moments when you feel like your progress is invisible. When it seems like nothing is changing. When it feels as though your efforts are going unnoticed. But remember the seed beneath the soil. For a season, no one sees the roots growing. No one sees the preparation taking place. Yet growth is happening all the same. The same may be true in your own life. Just because progress is not visible does not mean progress is absent. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this message carries another important reminder. You are not defined by temporary circumstances. You are not defined by your worst day. You are not defined by your fears. You are defined by your willingness to keep learning, keep growing, and keep moving forward. That willingness is powerful. That willingness creates possibility. And that willingness can change the direction of an entire life. My beloved child, if you have been feeling discouraged, let this message remind you of something simple but important. Do not give up on your growth. Do not give up on your future. Do not give up on the possibility that opportunities you cannot yet see are still ahead. Keep learning. Keep believing. Keep taking positive steps forward. Because your story is still unfolding. And some of its most meaningful chapters may not have arrived yet. As this chapter comes to an end, an even deeper truth is about to be revealed. A truth about patience. A truth about purpose. And a truth about why the message that seemed ordinary at first may become one of the reminders you needed most. My beloved child, stay with me, because the next chapter may change the way you view your entire journey. My beloved child, as this message continues, I want you to hear these words with an open heart. There are times in life when people become so focused on reaching the next destination that they forget to appreciate the journey they are already on. They focus on what they do not have. They focus on what has not happened yet. They focus on how far they still have to go. And in doing so, they overlook the growth that is taking place right now. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this truth is important. Every season of your life has something to teach you. The seasons of joy teach gratitude. The seasons of challenge teach resilience. The seasons of waiting teach patience. And the seasons of uncertainty teach trust in your ability to keep moving forward even when every answer is not yet visible. No season is completely wasted when you are willing to learn from it. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Do not underestimate the value of what you are learning today. The lesson you learn now may help you tomorrow. The strength you develop now may support you in the future. The wisdom you gain now may guide you through opportunities that have not yet arrived. Growth is an investment. And every lesson adds value to who you are becoming. Stay with me, my beloved child, because there is another truth waiting for you. Many people believe they must feel confident before taking action. But confidence often comes after action. It comes after trying. It comes after learning. It comes after discovering that you are capable of handling more than you once believed. The people who grow the most are not always the people who feel the most certain. They are often the people who continue moving forward despite uncertainty. My beloved child, if you have been carrying doubts about yourself, consider this. You have already survived challenges that once seemed overwhelming. You have already solved problems that once seemed impossible. You have already learned lessons that once felt difficult to understand. The evidence of your strength is already present in your story. Do not ignore it. Do not dismiss it. Let it remind you of what you are capable of. Stay with me, my beloved child, because another lesson is beginning to unfold. Do not compare your journey to someone else's. Comparison often steals gratitude. Comparison often creates unnecessary discouragement. Comparison often causes people to overlook their own progress. Your path is unique. Your experiences are unique. Your growth is unique. Focus on becoming better than you were yesterday rather than comparing yourself to someone else today. My beloved child, there may be moments when you wonder whether your efforts truly matter. The answer is yes. Every positive choice matters. Every lesson learned matters. Every act of kindness matters. Every time you choose perseverance instead of giving up, it matters. These choices shape your future more than you may realize. As this chapter comes to a close, remember this. You are stronger than many of your fears. You are wiser than many of your doubts. And you are more capable than you sometimes give yourself credit for. The next part of this message will reveal a deeper truth, one that may completely change the way you see your challenges, your opportunities, and the future that still lies ahead. My beloved child, Stay with me, because the journey is leading toward a powerful and encouraging conclusion. My beloved child, as this message continues, I want you to pause and reflect on something important. What if some of the things you have been worried about are not as powerful as you think? What if some of the obstacles that seem so large today will one day become stories of strength and perseverance? What if the season you are living through right now is preparing you for opportunities you cannot yet see? Sometimes the greatest limitation is not the challenge itself. Sometimes it is the belief that the challenge cannot be overcome. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this truth has the power to change your perspective. You are not the same person you were a year ago. You have learned. You have adapted. You have grown. Life has taught you lessons that books alone could never teach. Experience has given you wisdom. Challenges have given you resilience. And every step of your journey has contributed to who you are becoming. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. Do not allow temporary circumstances to determine your permanent outlook. Difficult days come and go. Challenges come and go. Uncertainty comes and goes. But your ability to learn, grow, and move forward remains. That is why hope matters. Hope is not pretending that problems do not exist. Hope is believing that growth and possibility still exist despite those problems. Stay with me, my beloved child, because another lesson is waiting for you. Many people spend too much energy looking backward. They replay mistakes. They revisit disappointments. They carry regrets long after the lesson has already been learned. But growth requires movement. Growth requires looking forward. Learn from the past, but do not live in it. Take the wisdom. Leave the burden. And continue moving ahead. My beloved child, if you have been questioning your progress, remember this. Not all progress can be measured by external achievements. Sometimes progress is becoming more patient. Sometimes progress is becoming more understanding. Sometimes progress is becoming more resilient. These forms of growth may not always receive recognition from others, but they are among the most valuable achievements of all. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this message carries another reminder. The opportunities that change your life are not always dramatic. Sometimes they arrive as small decisions. The decision to keep learning. The decision to forgive. The decision to try again. The decision to believe that improvement is possible. Small choices, repeated consistently, create remarkable results over time. Never underestimate their power. My beloved child, there are still opportunities waiting ahead. Still lessons waiting to teach you. Still moments of joy waiting to surprise you. Still people whose lives may be positively influenced by your kindness and example. The future remains unwritten. And that means possibility remains alive. As this chapter comes to an end, remember this. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not without purpose. You are on a journey of growth, and every lesson is helping shape the person you are becoming. And my beloved child, in the next part of this message, the final pieces will begin to come together. A powerful reminder is coming, One that may help you see why this message did not come to you by accident and why the best chapters of your story may still be waiting ahead. My beloved child, as we come near the end of this message, I want you to remember something that can transform the way you see your life. You have survived every difficult day you have faced so far. You have made it through moments that once seemed impossible. You have learned lessons that once felt too hard to understand. And through it all, you continued moving forward. That matters more than you realize. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this chapter contains one of the most important reminders of all. Do not underestimate your own progress. Many people focus so much on where they want to be that they forget to appreciate how far they have already come. They focus on the goals not yet reached, the opportunities not yet discovered, the answers not yet revealed. But they overlook the wisdom they have gained, the resilience they have developed, and the strength they have built. Those gifts are valuable. And they are already yours. My beloved child, imagine hearing these words. The person you are becoming is one of the greatest achievements of your journey. Think about that for a moment. Your growth matters. Your character matters. Your willingness to keep learning matters. The future will be influenced not only by what you accomplish, but by who you become along the way. That is why every lesson has value. Stay with me, my beloved child, because another truth is waiting for you. Many people believe that meaningful change requires dramatic action. But often, lasting change begins with simple choices. Choosing hope instead of fear. Choosing gratitude instead of bitterness. Choosing perseverance instead of surrender. Choosing to learn instead of giving up. These choices may seem small in the moment, but over time they shape the direction of an entire life. My beloved child, if you have been feeling discouraged, remember this. You do not need to have everything figured out today. You do not need every answer. You do not need to see every step of the road ahead. You only need enough courage to take the next positive step. One step creates momentum. One lesson creates wisdom. One positive choice creates possibility. And possibility leads to opportunity. Stay with me, my beloved child, because the heart of this message is now becoming clear. The reason this message found you today may simply be to remind you that your story is not finished. There is still more to learn. More to experience. More to contribute. More opportunities to grow. More opportunities to help others. More opportunities to discover strengths you have not yet fully recognized. Your future remains unwritten. And that means possibility remains alive. My beloved child, there are still beautiful moments waiting ahead. Still reasons to smile. Still reasons to be grateful. Still reasons to believe that positive change is possible. Never allow temporary circumstances to convince you otherwise. As this chapter comes to a close, only one final part remains. One final message that will bring together every lesson, every reminder, and every truth shared throughout this journey. And my beloved child, that ending will leave you with a renewed sense of peace, confidence, gratitude, and hope for everything that lies ahead. My beloved child, we have reached the final chapter of this message. If you have stayed until this moment, then carry these final words with you. Not as a prediction. Not as a guarantee that every challenge will disappear. But as a reminder of the truth that has been woven through every part of this message. You are stronger than you think. You are wiser than you realize. And your story is far from over. My beloved child, this message did not come to you by accident because sometimes we all need a reminder. A reminder that growth is still happening. A reminder that hope is still alive. A reminder that even when life feels uncertain, there are still opportunities waiting ahead. The message was never about fear. It was never about urgency. It was never about convincing you that something extraordinary was about to happen overnight. The real message is that extraordinary change often begins with ordinary choices. The choice to keep going. The choice to keep learning. The choice to keep believing that tomorrow can be better than today. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this is the most important truth of all. You have already overcome things you once thought would break you. You have already survived days you thought you could not endure. You have already learned lessons that made you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The proof of your strength is already written into your story. Look back and you will see it. My beloved child, do not spend your future carrying the weight of yesterday. Take the lessons. Take the wisdom. Take the growth. But leave behind the unnecessary fear, regret, and self-doubt. They have nothing more to teach you. Your energy is better spent building the next chapter. And what a beautiful chapter it can be. A chapter filled with gratitude for how far you have come. A chapter filled with courage to face new opportunities. A chapter filled with kindness toward yourself and others. A chapter filled with hope. My beloved child, there will still be challenges ahead. That is part of every journey. But there will also be victories. There will be moments of joy. There will be unexpected opportunities. There will be people who inspire you. There will be experiences that remind you why you never gave up. And one day, you may look back on this season and realize it was preparing you for more than you could see at the time. So lift your head, my beloved child. Walk forward with confidence. Walk forward with gratitude. Walk forward with patience. Walk forward with hope. Because your journey continues. Your growth continues. Your purpose continues. And some of the most meaningful, rewarding, and beautiful moments of your story may still be waiting just ahead. This is not the end. This is the beginning of a new chapter. And that, my beloved child, is the message I wanted you to hear today. May your heart be filled with peace, your mind be filled with wisdom, and your future be filled with possibility.